It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
At their own 13-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Going to the ground again on first. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Browns first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
He'll work against the blitz. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back-to-back carries here. The 2nd down run good for 4. That brings up 3rd down. Offense to the line fast.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun on 3rd down. Escapes out to the left. And they take this in for the score. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series.
I have a little sense, Kate, that equipment manager is going to find a way to keep that football for this QB. Yeah, he was a dual threat guy in college, but that's his first in the NFL using his legs.
Ramiz Ahmed for the point after try.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bengals nothing. Ramiz Ahmed to
It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Fields this one at the 3. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, you got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Buying some time right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they are all the way into that red zone.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
A give left side to Brown. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Goodson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Running for it with Brown. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Chased out to his right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Pass is caught by the rookie out of UCF. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. I got it. Hey, check out.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Hits his running back. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready, set. Almost there, so let's make a play here. Here we go. Ready?
They'll try and punch it in. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone.
Here we go, set. 70, Timberwolf. Let's go.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
That sack backs him up. It's going to be a long 3rd and goal from the 16.
Let's go now. Wrap on 80.
3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. Ramiz Ahmed now for the field goal. This from 40 on the right hash. The kick by Ahmed is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. Vacates quickly left side. He tucks it and takes off. Ball is out. Burrow lost it. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumbled forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. We've got a screen to the running back. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Burrow now on 1st down. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, The defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
A 58-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll run now on 2nd down. He's got to gain a 6 there. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd down, Bengals coming out in a dime look here. Back to the well again. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They're going to try and throw it here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Browns take the lead just before halftime. Ahmed now for the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7.
17. Bengals 10.
It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Here we go. Start. 180. 180 shot. Start.
Burrow on the play action. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long.
It's just set. Dot. Big 13. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He lofts it deep right side. Into a crowd. It's intercepted. And the Browns, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive plays,
they get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Bengals watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half.
Ahmed to kick off.
It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
On 2, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Start.
Starting the half with a give to Brown. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Start.
Burrow to the air now. Setting up the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here we go.
3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Gun. Stop.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Stop.
Back to throw it. This connects with Higgins. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Dumped off to his running back. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Here we go. Stop.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Jump off caught by his back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. This one falls incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. The Browns are lining up to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He has it at the 22. And I love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
At
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
11.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
11. Here we go. Stop.
From the gun on third down, it's Burrow. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Here we go. 11. 10.
He's back to throw. This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
He puts some air under it, deep down the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Ahmed now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow hits his running back. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Dude, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. So 1st down from the 41.
Gun. Dot.
To the air again, it's Burrow. On the move, headed right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This is one of those examples where the athletic ability and the mental decision-making, Kate, are not in sync. His running, got him out of harm's way, got him outside those defenders. But without the decision-making to just get rid of the football, it creates an enormous loss.
And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. Now they've got to figure things out on third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
He's still going at the 30. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Looking inside the red zone. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Let's get set. Back.
2nd and 10 now. It's Burrow. He brings it in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally. But really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this.
11. Here we go. Stop.
Desperation time here. Throw caught by his running back. And they're all over him after that catch. Won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Caught out left. And they're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done as he gets him up past the 20. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Escapes the defender. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Let's go.
Another carry for him. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Throw here, 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now off the play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
On 3rd down, I'll go with Sampson. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns on their way to their 3rd win of the year. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Finds a man right side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Sampson here up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. It's Sampson running out of the gun. Running in the red zone. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really.
And the kick is no good. The snap was off the mark, and that leads to a miss hit on the point after.
To kick off.
So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Near the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals cut the lead down to 10.
30. Bengals 20. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. And they're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10. The Browns take over first and 10.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10.
Let's go. Rocco 80. Let's go.
Handoff here to Sampson. He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. All right, here we go. Second down. Running it after the penalty. And a productive run there on second down. That's a gain of 6. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Hand off to Simpson. And they're not going to get it. Stop short of the line to gain. This is going to be 4th down now. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. The Browns are lined up to punt. Ty Zentner, the one to kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30.
On 1, ready?
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. To hot. 12, 12, 11, 11. To hot.
Burrow to the air now. Forced out to his right. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the